I don't like change. To tell you the truth, I really haven't thought much about graduation. I'll be going off to university in a small city on the east coast of the United States, a place I've never been to nor really know what it's like. Besides this, there's really nothing I'm looking forward to. The details are all blank. As far as I know, I'm walking into a blank open, and I really don't know what to expect. Until just a few days ago, I had not even collected these thoughts together in my head. I don't know why, but I just don't want to change. Perhaps I've taken too many things for granted. Perhaps all of us have taken too many things for granted. Sometimes I wish I had used my senior privilege more often, or even made a better use of my locker than just storing dirty laundry after cross-country practice. How many books have I actually read from the library? How many have you? How many books have we ever borrowed from the library? Do you know the names of the ladies in the canteen besides Connie? I don't. What about the guards at the front gate that we pass by every day? How well do we really know ISKL? Have you been to every classroom? Do you really know what the school looks like? I don't know. Perhaps I'll even miss everyone calling me Andy Rar. I was talking to Sitar the other day while I was practically cracking my head open writing this speech. It really struck me that moment, because thinking about it, there are so many people that we simply walk past thoughtlessly every day without noticing, even without saying hello. I think it is true that we appreciate people more when they are no longer around. The question I constantly ask myself is whether I'll see some of these people ever again. Perhaps yes, but also perhaps not. In the end, I really don't have the answer. None of us do. Many people have told me how there are some really great people that they never even talked to throughout the year. And now they just feel this big regret and pity, wondering why they never made the effort to talk to them before. To be honest, I think I've made some of the best friends over the past 3 weeks. Some of us will be going off to continue our college studies, like Deepti in Chicago, Vahid in Taiwan, Paula in Mexico, Matt in Melbourne, Nana in Japan, and Malin in Sweden. We'll all be somewhere around the globe. Others will be traveling to different places, perhaps taking a year off because they're not quite sure yet what they want to do with their lives. Maybe some of us, like Mazwari, will be fortunate enough to be working as a VJ for Channel V. And some of us will be staying in Malaysia. But with all of this, for what? The truth is, we don't feel the changes in our lives until they hit us hard in the face. We don't know exactly what to feel at this point. Perhaps pity, excitement, loss, regret, eagerness, fear, hope? Hope. At the end of this experience, that is the beginning of the next. There are more great people to get to know too, and places we have never been to discover. But wherever we do end up, what is most valuable from our lives at ISKL, we can carry with us. It has to do with our spirit, our way of looking at each other and our world. We need to hold on to that and move on. The past few weeks have been busy, confusing, and rushed. All of us are rushing to see each other for the last time before going in our separate directions. I don't have the answers to my questions at this point in my life, nor am I truly looking for some sort of conclusion. But there is one piece of advice I would like to offer. Take a long last look at your friends' faces. Remember each and every detail, their eyes, their hair, their nose and mouth, and keep it deeply embedded in your memory. It's okay to forget names. I know I'll forget names. But I know I will remember faces because that's how I'll keep my memories alive. Remember their faces. I think the rest will follow. There is a very strong chance we will see each other again in the future. We are all travelers. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, parents, grandparents, colleagues, and friends. Tonight is a celebration of accomplishment, of success, of growth, and not the least, stamina. Tonight we're here to honor and recognize 104 students, 21 nationalities, who have worked for 12 years or more to gain a better understanding of themselves and the world. When asked to address you at graduation, I did not hesitate in my acceptance. I have known many of you for the past 6 years as your teacher, your cheerleader at sporting and cultural events, and as the father of one of your classmates. I have seen you grow. I have seen your hair disappear and reappear, change color and disappear again. I have seen intricate designs appear under your skin. I've seen shiny bits of metal poke through various parts of your body. I've seen you change, and by being part of this change, your teachers, parents, and I have been changed also. I feel I can safely say that we all thank you for this new perspective. It is the tradition at graduation to reflect on the past and look into the future. Now, this sounds a bit scary, to look into the future. Hey guys, I got news for you. You can't look into the future. As a scientist, I know there are two ways to envision the future. One way is as a prediction, and the other as a projection. Good scientists use projections as it relies on the data of the past to project you through time and space into the future. Scientists love data. A prediction is pretty much a guess, and whether it's right or wrong, it's a matter of dumb luck. Not to knock dumb luck, but let's do some projecting into the future. If we can rely on Connie's food data, we can safely say that each of you eat about 3 curry puffs and 3 roti canai a week, a conservative estimate. Let's assume this rate has been increasing by 10% per year since you were freshmen. A simple projection would indicate that by the time you're 25 and maybe out of college, this class will be eating 6,000 curry puffs and roti a year, enough to satisfy all your dietary needs and fill the trunks of 300 protons. Let's consider workload. In grade 9, bedtime was 9:30, 10 o'clock. The number of projects per semester was 2 or 3. Your bedtime has been 1 or 2, with more projects than you'll ever care to remember. In the next 4 years, if your workload continues to increase as expected, sleep will be an endangered species and projects will be a plague. Obviously, looking at the past has limitations when considering your future. But your past defines who you are at the present. Let's consider who you are now. You have written extended essays, taken AP and IB exams, studied Boyle's Law, and done PowerPoint presentations. You know all the countries of Southeast Asia. You can determine the mean, the mode, and the median of data sets. This class has built houses in Thailand and the Philippines, planted trees, adopted sea turtles, completed athletic events with passion and camaraderie, brought smiles to young children's faces in hospitals and orphanages. You raised money and clothing for people in Turkey, East Timor, Cambodia, Kosovo, and here in Malaysia. You have given your time and showed compassion for the physically and emotionally handicapped. You have tutored classmates, beautified and created a supportive and inclusive environment here at ISKL. You share common experiences by traveling together in Vietnam, Kenya, Nepal, and Switzerland. You have not been idle. So this is how you've defined yourself. But now what about the future?